Travis Wayne Goodsell, back from my run. No knocking on my door. And I'm finding out that on those mornings where I'm having a dream of knocking that's waking me up, it is an actual knocking when nothing happens, such as a magna earthquake. One of my tenants has been reportedly going around in the middle of the night knocking on people's doors. So, yeah, thanks. 3rd Nephi, chapter 27, verse 8. And howbeit my church, save it shall be called in my name. For if a church be called in Moses' name, then it be Moses' church. Or if it be called in the name of a man, then it be the church of a man. But if it be called in my name, then it is my church, if it so be that they are built upon my gospel. Keystones are understood as the thing that holds the arch together at a doorway or a gate. Keystones, therefore, have become understood as a metaphor for the foundation of a principle or a precept of an organization, of which the doorways and gateways of such an organization would have such a keystone. The Book of Mormon, as Mormons all know, because it's in our introduction in the Book of Mormon, which was written by Wilford Woodruff, but it was taken at a talk that Joseph Smith gave. So he's trying to share his thoughts and feelings on what Joseph Smith was talking about. But he says that the Book of Mormon is the keystone of the Mormon church that Joseph founded. And so, thus, the Book of Mormon is the keystone of the gospel of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, organized by Joseph Smith. And so it is fully appropriate, therefore, to call the church the Mormon Church, because it's founded on the Book of Mormon. Now, what is the keystone of this church? Symbolized on the doors of the Salt Lake Temple, or on maybe the Seagull Gate, for example. That's right. It's the morning star, Venus, the inverted pentagram. Some knuckleheads on History of the Nauvoo Temple, or TempleHouseGallery.com, Nauvoo Mercantile, are trying to claim this. Known as the morning star, in Revelation 22:16, it is a symbol of Jesus Christ. No. No. Like I was telling you before when I brought that site up, they lie. They just bold-faced lie. Let me read to you what it says in Revelation 22:16. I, Jesus, have sent mine angel to testify unto you these things in the churches. I am the root and the offspring of David, and the bright and morning star. Oh, I guess they're right. It is Lucifer. I mean, the morning star is Jesus. Let's go to the Greek. No, Travis, that's deep doctrine. We can't do that. Okay, fine. We'll go to the Latin Vulgate. Ego, esos, misi. It's the word matutina, or matutina. My Latin teacher was very strict on pronunciation. You couldn't, how dare you put an accent onto Latin. Latin in and of itself is its own accent and cannot be pronounced any other way, according to him. But that's the word for morning star. What then is the word for, shall we say, Matthew or Isaiah chapter 14, verse, I want to come back to this. Isaiah 14. Yeah. In Isaiah 14:12, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? Isn't that the morning star? Why are you trying to make things complicated, Travis? See, you're going into deep doctrine. Well, in the Latin Vulgate again, for Isaiah 14:12, it is not Matutina. It is Lucifer. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Orbereris, which is an orbital. And so terrarum. So you've heard of a terrarium. But, yeah. They're not the same word, guys. The inverted pentagram has to do with Isaiah, not Revelation 16. Matutina is the word in Revelation. So what then is this morning star? It's the rising sun, dumbasses. Can't believe they said it's a symbol of Jesus. So I'm going back to the King James Version for you. Jesus says in verse 13, I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. You know what an omega looks like? The letter omega in Greek? It's the horizon with the sun. That's me. That's my discovery. Did you know that? Did you know you're in the presence of greatness that nobody knows? It represents both the morning and the setting of the sun. In this particular case, Jesus is saying that he is Alpha, or the Alpha version of Omega. Right there. He's calling himself the morning sun. The suns are stars. That's what stars are. They're suns. So the morning sun, the morning star, in Revelation 22:16, is the sun. I am Omega. The beginning and the end. Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset. And so these knuckleheads, when they're claiming that the morning star is the inverted pentagram of Venus, they're outright lying to you. The inverted pentagram of Venus is Lucifer in Latin, and that's from Isaiah 14:12. So now let's go back to our scriptures. Keystones represent the principles upon which an organization is based. What then is the inverted pentagram of Lucifer doing on the Salt Lake Temple doors that I and others of you have gotten your wedding pictures taken? What is the Seagull Gate doing with the inverted pentagram star of Lucifer? This is not the Morning Star. This is why I shocked everyone when I filed my lawsuit or motion in reply to the church's lawyer's motion to dismiss. I slammed everyone because of what they've been doing. And signs are clear indicators of who you follow, Mormons. And so, is this correct? Is this the Church of Brigham Young rather than the Church of Jesus Christ or the Church of the Mormons or the Church of Joseph Smith? What are the principles that are presented in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, centered here in Salt Lake City at Temple Square with the inverted pentagram of Lucifer? Well, we already know how to identify Lucifer's church and the principles of Lucifer. He uses flattery, he uses pacification, he uses deception, he gets people to anger so that they contend. Saying something contrary is not contention. Saying lies is contention. And I know Mormons are upset with me because I'm not flattering and pacifying them by saying lies about the church. Oh, the church is great. The inverted pentagram, that's the symbol of Jesus. It's not Lucifer. Lucifer has nothing to do with this church. No agency is taken away at all. That's the other part of it. Agency is taken. And so that's what you look for. If this is the Church of Lucifer, those are what you look for. You look for Mormons who force people's agency within the church to only speak positively about the church. That any straying from speaking positively about the church is therefore wrong, evil, and must be punished and re-educated. Does the church members do this? Oops, I already revealed you do. You do it by putting a thumbs down on my videos, Mormons. You are trying to force me into silence. You are trying to force me into guilt trips. You are trying to force me into exposing myself as a liar instead. That's why Mormons never debate me. They always lose because they don't know their doctrine and they get their butts spanked till they're blistered. I am the one who has influenced this church from within, and you don't know about it. And I couldn't do all the changes I wanted to have done. And then there's been some other changes in other ways, such as my letter to the 70. Type in my search at my page, letter to the 70, or letter 70. You'll see a reading, or at least me talking about it. The reading might have been on the other channel that was shut down by the church. But yes, the church are scared to death of me. They are completely freaked out right now. Governor Herbert is under severe pressure to keep Utah open, to keep the airport open as a getaway, just in case Judge Oberg chooses not to betray America. Like I said, the church lost. It's over. We are waiting on Oberg to make her final decision, and everybody knows I won. The church was late. That in and of itself is an automatic disqualification. But the church had no explanation for why they were late. Just that, oh, there's a lawsuit going on? Well, we're finally here, 24 days late. Yeah, don't work like that, guys. You've passed the bar, you've been educated, you've been licensed, you've been hired. You're in a court case. This is no time to claim ignorance. You are held to a higher bar than I am. So Lucifer means day star. Matutina means morning star. They are completely different. Lucifer is the inverted pentagram. Matutina is the rising sun. Case dismissed.